Hey there guys, my name's Jacob Jabut, and last year I started my very own business in hopes of one day reaching financial freedom. I have learned a ton since I started, and I wanted to create this channel as a way to share with you guys what I've learned, but also follow me along my journey. On the road to financial freedom. Okay, so the season is finally slowing down officially. Really don't have a lot planned for this week. Last week was that landscaping job, which was really the last thing. And it's funny, I haven't really got a lot of requests for any fall cleanups. So I might throw an advertisement out there for that because it's still, I mean, it's in the 40s, but I think tomorrow's gonna be like 50. So it's, you know, the weather's fine to do fall cleanups. The past 2 days were rainy, so I actually got to work on some, I guess, logistics or just coming up with a plan for next year and just coming up with some overall just processes and making things more efficient and getting myself more organized. That way next year I can hopefully grow quite a bit and then make sure I have just systems in place to make sure everything runs smoothly. And now I'm actually going to mow a lawn. Buddy's grandfather actually passed away and they're selling his house, so they need that lawn mowed. So I'm gonna do that, and that's out in Peru. And I also have another job out in Peru mulching some leaves, so it works out. I'm gonna use the mower for both of those, so I'm gonna go get those done today. It's Wednesday now. I'm only gonna have one day of mowing this Friday, which I gotta reach out to the customers and see if they still want their lawn mowed. This part of the year is always weird on when people want to stop and just keep mowing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I am mowing the lawn that I was talking about. It's actually not too long, it's just in here instead of the leach field. So I'm gonna mow this. It's a pretty sizable lawn. Mow the lawn. I'm gonna mow this one, and then it'll be mulching some leaves. I am on the leaf cleanup job. Leaf cleanup / mowing. The other job took me about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not going to charge him. It's my buddy's dad. It's his father's house. He just passed away. But anyways, this job here, inside of these hedges is the lawn. All the leaves in there I'm going to be mulching. The customer last year had me do this, and there's a little culvert here that they want all the leaves out of so it doesn't get clogged. So if you can see the pile way down there, right at the end of that yellow sign, the wind's blowing towards that way. So I'm just using the leaf blower to, you can see where it's clear. I blew them all down that way. Using the wind to your advantage is the way to go with the leaf blower. I mean, trying to do otherwise is just very frustrating and time consuming. Like that pile down there, you can't really tell, but it's pretty big. And I have the 1500 today. I don't have my my 3500 truck, so the bed is not very big. It's not even an 8-foot bed. So I'm trying to limit the amount of leaves I got to take out of here. Otherwise, I got to do multiple trips or get my truck, which I really don't want to do. I'm gonna blow these out of the culvert, kind of go against the wind here, which is gonna suck, but kind of have to when it's their evil. I'm gonna blow all these kind of in a pile so I can mulch them up. Yesterday I finished up, obviously, the mowing. I finished mulching and getting rid of those leaves. And then the rest of the day I spent doing some more organizing. And then today I gotta pick up like 5 bags of leaves from a customer. I'm gonna help my dad do some stuff down on one of his apartments. I actually need to, take a look at the sidewalk right there with my dad, because the same guy that we did the landscape bed for wants a sidewalk repaired, which I don't know how to do, but my dad does, so that'd be a cool thing to learn. The other thing is I have to, when I was mulching leaves, my new mower, the, I don't know, that front wheel, the caster, I guess you'd call it, for some reason that is low on air, so I don't know if I ran over something or what, but I gotta see if I can fix that. My dad's patching the roof. He rented a lift today on Miller Street. And oops. this tire on the other side here, for some reason is really flat. Yeah, really flat. So hopefully there's not a hole. Hopefully it just has to be filled up. The other thing I gotta do is, this is Antifreeze pump saver. I'm gonna run this through the pump on my pressure washer. All you do is you take this and you screw it into the inlet, and then there's a little cap that comes off here, and you literally just press this button. If you can see it, just a button while that's screwed on there, and you run it through and it'll come out of here, and you just want to put something in there to catch it. But yeah, it'll cycle through there, and then that's winterized. I know the other thing is you're supposed to drain the gas or put a mixture in there to make sure that the ethanol in the gas doesn't corrode the engine. I should probably do that, and I know you're also supposed to leak it or drain it from the carburetor, which I should also do, and I might do, but this for me is number one. I have it here. I'm gonna get this done, and then I'll see about the gas, but this is number one. Yep, that is running through there pretty good. I actually think I still had the other one from last year, because you really don't need a lot of this stuff. This has actually come off of the rim here. That has got to go back on the rim. I got it off just pretty easy. We actually had a tire iron. Excuse me. So I was able to get that off of there. I was trying to get it back on the bead, but then my dad showed me if you put equal pressure on this, he just filled it up and went right back on the bead by itself with the air. So I'm gonna let it sit here and make sure it doesn't lose pressure so there's no leaks. I don't think there is. I think it just came off the bead. So then I'll be able to put it back on here, take the jack out from under there, and it should be good to go. Anytime I use a lift, I always have to take it right up to the top. It's always cool seeing, or just looking at the view. I can see Vermont from up here. It's pretty cool. Man, this is up there though. I am doing some mowing today. Some people I'm still mowing for. And Halloween is this Sunday. Today's Friday. We got a lot of fog here. The camera's not even quite doing it justice, but this is a very spooky mow here. Can't believe this. It's the end of October. I'm still mowing. I only had 2 lawns to mow. All the other ones I messaged all of the clients, and they all said, you know, the lawn looks good, doesn't need it, and pretty much all done for the season. I know it's kind of random, but that looks pretty cool. Well, the geese are going south, and the same day that the mowing is completely done. Time to go mow some lawns down south. Wow, that's quite a bit of them, huh? Wow, you can still hear them. But yeah, so I'm gonna go work on some processes and systems for the business. Mainly, I'm trying to create a formula for estimates, because if there's a formula for the way that I come up with the price for mowing a lawn, then that way I can accurately, well, for one, everybody's getting priced the same. Nobody feels like they're getting gypped. And for 2, I can accurately track the amount of jobs that get accepted or rejected according to my formula pricing. And that way I can kind of tweak numbers. My plan is every month to sit down and, you know, look at the acceptance rate from the estimates coming in you know, maybe raise the price 20% or 10% or even just, you know, 2%, however much, and just kind of see how it affects my acceptance rate. You know, because if I sit down and I look at all the estimates that I've sent out for mowing, say, and I have a 90% acceptance rate, well, that's awesome. But either A, I'm the best lawnmower in, you know, my area, or B, I'm probably priced too low. If everyone or 90% of people are accepting my estimate, I'm probably priced a little low. And then on the same note, if 30%, 20% of people are accepting my estimates, I probably suck at lawn mowing, or, you know, I'm priced too high. Yeah, I think it'll just be interesting to take a look at, to be able to actually sit down and look at those things and track them, because that's how I believe I'm going to get to, that's how I'm going to be able to make the most money, right? That's what business is all about. You know, charging the most that you can while obviously getting jobs. Okay guys, so this video was definitely a little bit different. It wasn't quite revolved around one job per se. There was a couple different jobs, like I mowed my buddy's grandfather's lawn, and then I did the leaf cleanup. And then after that, it was really just taking care of the stuff moving from summer into winter. Some call that fall, but I should say fall into winter. Now, fall is typically filled with leaf cleanups and stuff, which I do or will be doing some more of pretty soon in some upcoming videos. But the other part of the fall is getting things winterized and tidying up, I suppose. For some people, it might be transitioning into plowing. I would be advertising. Actually, I would have advertised probably a month or two earlier, but still advertising for plowing. I don't want to get into plowing so much. So for me, it was a time for me to reflect on the past season, think about how I'm going to make money in the winter, and mainly just organize my business and reflect on what I did, what I could have improved on from the past season. So this transition period is always weird too, because you never know how it's going to go. I've had some years where it's snowing on Halloween, and this year it didn't snow until December. So I think I did I don't know, I know I've seen people, I saw somebody trimming a hedge in like November, which is crazy. But that just goes to show this transition period is always weird, at least for upstate New York it is. You could be doing, like I said, fall cleanups up until December, or you could be plowing as early as October. So it's always weird. You just have to be ready for what's going to happen and pay attention to the weather. And it's not really something you can plan on, you know, at this date we're going to switch to this. But yeah, this video is really just a look into the transition from fall into winter. Obviously, like I said, this will look different depending on what you're transitioning into. If you're going into plowing, so I was thinking about possible real estate deals that I could maybe get into. That way I could, you know, buy a fixer-upper and then fix it up in the winter. I had enough money saved up from the jobs that I did in the summer to cover living expenses. That way I could just focus on fixing a place up, rent it out, live in one of the units. Another thing that I'm still working on, building up the garbage business, because instead of plowing, you know, I still need money coming in during the winter. I suppose some people do make all their money in the summer and then relax in the winter, but I would still like money coming in the winter. So for me, I want to do the garbage instead of the plowing. It's routine. It's like mowing. Garbage doesn't randomly just come out of nowhere and you have to come pick it up like snow does. So I like the fact that it's routine and you can plan on it. Something that I actually forgot in this video, because I do painting, is I needed to winterize my sprayer for painting, which I ended up remembering it. I think it might have dipped below 32 degrees. I don't know, so I'll have to wait and see next time I try and use it if it's going to be viable or not. Right now, I actually brought it here into my house, so it's not freezing. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you for this video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you have something to say, questions, concerns, advice for me, leave it in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already. It always helps me out. And I am doing this video mainly as like I guess it's like a video journal for myself, something that I can look back on. But it would always be cool to watch this video grow and to know if this information is actually helping anybody, or if you're just enjoying watching my honest journey in order to one day hopefully reach financial freedom. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you next week.